Previously on Tales from the Tavern.
Boys, I'm building an Orleans boat, and I plan to take it downriver.
To New Orleans, it's 1,500 miles down and 1,500 miles back.
But the money they have there is real and not paper.
Yes, Jacob, some do make money. And others run face to face with those who will haunt their nightmares forever.
Name's Abraham Levi.
Haven't seen you in Venoge before.
Yeah, I'm afraid I just got off the steamboat, my friend.
It's sheriff, not friend, Mr. Levi.
What would you know about Natchez under the hill?
I know I made plenty of money down there. You boys can too, especially you, young man.
Me?
The look of future prosperity is written all over you.
Apologies, but have you seen my husband? It's been so long since we have had word. I'm feared he is dead.
What would make someone like you think he would be somewhere like this?
Ma'am, I'd be happy to assist you. Let me take you to the Shikun Saloon. They have rooms there.
Oh, young sir, you are too kind. We thank you.
I smell something, Joseph.
So do I. A game of badger.
Mm-hmm. You didn't fall for all of those rumors about me closing up shop, did you? Nothing could be further from the truth. We got a lot of excitement happening here in Venoge, especially if you believe all these handbills they've been slapping up all over town. We got a Mammoth exhibition coming.
Have you seen these handbills? Look at what they're promising. I don't see how they could be making much of a profit. They're only open one day, from noon to 3 p.m.
Well, there has to be substantial profit. Otherwise, they wouldn't come all the way here from Boston and New York.
I see they even have a collection of wax figures on display.
Nice to know the legislature can find gainful employment when not in session, isn't it, boys?
And just think of all that loading and unloading, moving all those wild animals from place to place. Well, that takes time.
My dear Frederick, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Philo, what does that have to do with a Mammoth exhibition?
I don't know. But I find that when the ardent flows in, wisdom flows out.
Philo, if that's a flow, I'd hate to see a trickle.
According to the handbill, the exhibition's only here for one day, and then they're moving on.
That's a right big move. I count over 30 animals alone.
And you haven't even mentioned the Lafayette Military Marching Band. 12 pieces, they say. And after the band opens the show, Mr. Putnam, the animal keeper, he enters the cages to feed and caress the beasts. I bet that's something to see.
It will be, especially if they don't like what he's serving. The only way they can move all those beasts and equipment is by water. I wonder whose boat they're on.
A horse! A horse! My kingdom for a horse!
Sheriff, are there any horses' posteriors listed in that handbill? If so, I think one of them just got loose.
Captain Beacon, are you in town with the circus?
No, making another run with the plowboy down the Ohio in search of new adventure. To quote the bard, what's past is prologue. The Tempest. Frederick, I'm hiring more crew. Need a job? Or are you still sticking close to that little lady of yours?
Thank you for your offer, but no. We are making a trading trip to New Orleans. I'm even making a side stop at Natchez under the hill.
Son, no one with any sense stops there.
Frederick, you don't believe all those stories that Abraham Levi told you, do you?
I do. He made a lot of money down there.
Frederick. Folks on the hill make the money. Those underneath take it. I've seen his ilk before. They'll smile in your face and then stick a knife between your ribs, laughing while they are doing it. If he ever comes back here, you stay clear of him.
I can take care of myself.
No one says you can't, Frederick. None of my business. But are you still seeing that woman who came in with her child some time ago?
They're in distress. I couldn't refuse my assistance.
Yes, you can. Things like that can get out of hand quickly.
Be careful, Frederick. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
You may not be doing anything untoward, Frederick, but gossips like Valletta Ritchie and Isabel English will set their tongues a-wagging at the slightest change in the wind.
Why are you accusing me? I'm not doing anything.
No one says that you are. But once those two get their oars in the water, the rest of the town will think you are.
Frederick, verdicts in the court of public opinion are never good.
She and her child are alone. She can't find her husband. I thought men were to protect the innocent.
That's the correct word, innocent. But is she? Vevey's such a small town. If she's so intent on finding her husband, why isn't she looking elsewhere?
Who is paying her lodging bill over at the She-Coon Saloon? Again, none of my business. But I know you've been spending a lot of time over there.
Oh, Sheriff, there you are. I'll have your watch repaired by tomorrow.
Joseph Bowens, what are you doing in town? I thought you shunned all this hustle and bustle.
True, I do prefer the quiet of the country so that I can hear the workings of my timepieces.
Joseph, I know you're a trusting individual, but don't you think having all of your watches displayed in an open window is not a good practice?
I appreciate your concern, Sheriff, but in the country we have very few visitors. Why, I only have one customer, Mr. Levi. And he departed town before we reached an agreement.
Tempest Fugit.
Amos Beacon, is there a reason you chose my establishment as a place to roost?
I like this place and can easily waste time in it, as you like it.
I don't.
I have your wife's watch. The repairs were minor.
Thank you. This will be necessary on my trading trip to New Orleans.
Oh, I've been there. And to Havana. Why, the profits were amazing. But so were the temptations.
What am I doing? Time to be about my business. Thank you for your work, Mr. Bowens.
That was mighty strange. I've never seen Frederick act like that before.
Quoting Hamlet, there's something rotten in the state of Denmark.
Amos Beacon, for once, you and I finally agree.
I promise I'd come back.
Young sir, that is too kind.